So I'm eager, alive, to see this reveal. I want to see this son eternal existence revealed. I'll be eager when I die about that. I'm eager right now. I'm curious. I'm waiting in eager expectation.
The worst it could be, once you die physically and you leave this tent, the worst it can be is what I experienced when they took the kidney stone out of me. You're going to feel a little warm, Mr. Robinson, but then you're going to fall asleep. And look, I'm like this. My eyes closed. An hour passed. My eyes opened. To me, it was like I closed them and then I opened them.
You
just
said,
like that.
I'm ready.
One second.
You said, go ahead with the procedure.
And I said, let's go. And he said,
it's over.
He said, it's over. And I'm like, how long did that take? He said, 1 hour. I said, I now know about the resurrection on how long it'll last. That's one possibility. You say, well, how bad is it when you die? That's one. You close your eyes and you open them, and the creation itself, the all ones that were saved, you're all looking around, you're saying, good night. A mighty throng of God's children are here, and it didn't take but 1 second. I died, and I woke up, and there it is. No time would pass. You're not sitting there saying, well, while we're in this tent, we grown, all right. We got to go through this.
That's why the word wait.
But it could be worse.
The word wait is used because that's the only way we can understand it. But when you really get outside of our constraints here of humanity, if you're outside of time and space, time doesn't pass at all.
That's right.
So it's not really waiting.
Jace, wrap it up from Romans 8.
So I want to read verse 22 of Romans 8. So we know, because here's the next point of issue and point of conflict, we know that the whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. So the people that believe this is the earth, they're like, what are you talking about the whole? It's the whole creation. But I'm like, that's everybody that's ever lived, dead or alive. I think that would work.
I do too.
When he said, go out into the world and preach to the whole creation, what was he talking about? He was talking about every person there. Well, if you say whole creation, I don't think it's a stretch to say, well, that's all the dead ones too. So then, not only so, 23, but we ourselves. So when it says not only so, but we ourselves, that's why the not only so would be part of the whole creation, which are the ones that are dead. But we, the present ones, who have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Hold it right there. It's exactly what Peter said. You've given the Spirit as imperishable seed. That's what this says. First fruits.
Right. Grown inwardly, which grown inwardly is the same thing as 2 Corinthians 5. He's saying we groan. Meanwhile, we groan. Yeah. Same word. Inwardly, as we wait for our adoption as sons. The redemption of our bodies. So to me, when he says we're waiting for the adoption of our sons, I think that's the same thing he said when he said we're waiting, in verse 19, we're waiting for the sons of God to be revealed. We're waiting, they're waiting, dead Christians, live Christians, we're waiting for this reveal.
Jace, I'll just make a comment. You're not near as dumb as you thought you were.
Well, I'm glad you agree.
I was going to say, he had a very above average.
Even the vaunted Jim McGrigan, what did he say? Jace,
you may be onto something. That's all he said. He didn't say, I
that's
agree.
a lot for him.
I disagree. He said, you may be onto something.